bit of maintenance again. So the car's about to hit 40,000 Ks and it's going to change the fuel filter, and I've got a genuine Toyota fuel filter here, and also the catch can at 40,000. Got to change out the element inside, so I've got a new one of these, which is actually the updated version where the pressure relief valve is in the element rather than in the cap. So there's like a little bit of a conversion kit in the conversion kit. A couple of bits that we got in here. This is the new filter, or the new element, and there's an O-ring. So the new element has got a pressure relief valve here, which has got a spring inside, and that valve comes down to release the pressure. This part is the blanking cap. So basically we take the lid off. At the moment the pressure relief is in the cap, and we're going to pull that piece out, put the blanking cap in, and then the new pressure relief is in the new element in the bottom there. So simple as that. The old one's out, and then the new blanking cap just pushes in. O-ring just sits inside that little recess on that new cap. So that's the cap conversion done. We're just going to pull the old element out. So there's the old element with a fair bit of oil in it. Just going to chuck it in that bag. That's the old one that doesn't have the pressure relief in the bottom. Then we just drop the new one in. Just worth noting that in future, when I get a new element for this, I just got to make sure that I get the updated version with the correct code, to make sure that it's the element with the pressure relief valve in the bottom, because if I get one that doesn't have the valve, i.e. the old one that I just pulled out, there will be no way of relieving the pressure build-up inside this system. Push that in. That's it, simple as that. So whilst I changed the catch can element, I've also just drained the catch can as well, which is just via a little tap, which hopefully you can see just here. Got a little tap there, and I just drained it into this bottle here. And I've actually got about, I don't know, I'm going to guess there's about 100 ml in there, and that's over 10,000 kilometers since I last drained it. So yeah, about 100 ml. So the catch can's doing its job. Alrighty, the next job I'm going to do is the secondary fuel filter, which is actually a pre-filter, but it's got a little water trap down the bottom. Just got to crack it, drain a little bit out, any water that's inside the fuel. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Which way have we got to go? That way. It's always pretty tricky, so I normally just get a pair of pliers onto it. All I've got to do now is change the factory fuel filter, which is over that side, but I've shown you how to do that in one of the previous videos, so probably not worth showing you again. Once I've done that, that'll be it for maintenance at the moment. So, for those of you that follow the channel, I did an episode on a rundown of the car and went through the components that we've added to the car. I spoke about how we didn't want to spend heaps of money on lights, and that I'd had cheap $100 lights on the last car and they lasted 7 years, and I've got another $100 set of lights on this car and they light the place up perfectly. I'm real stoked with them, but I think I might have to eat my words and admit that I could be wrong. What I've noticed after Cape York, which was hundreds and hundreds of kilometres of unsealed road, corrugations, lots of off-roading, the mountain bracket for one of these spotties is actually broken. Yeah, that's not that good. So where do I go from here with my $100 spotties? I'm kind of reluctant to spend $1,000 as much as I would like to get a set of the Light Force hybrid HID stroke LED spotties. They would probably be my pick, but they are so much money, and for the amount of driving that we actually do in the dark, do we actually need to spend $1,000? That's probably why I only spent $100 in the first place, was because really we don't drive at night time unless we need to, for obvious reasons. So I don't know, do I buy another set of $100 lights, or do I spend maybe $500 and get a set of something that's a bit more sort of tried and tested and a bit more reliable? I don't know, maybe. See how we go. So we are at a little town called Mount Perry, which is about 30 or 40 k's west of Gingin, and we found this little camp spot which is a few k's out of the town. It's $5 per person per night, and it's got showers and some toilets, some benches. There is a couple of fire pits dotted around, and it's this awesome little opening in the middle of some trees, and it's absolutely beautiful. Pretty quiet spot, and there's no one else here at the moment. So we camped here last night as well, and there was 2 other people camped here, but it's such a big space that you can't hear the other people, you can barely see them. So yeah, we're going to stay here again tonight. Today we've just been down into the town, got a few supplies, did some laundry. There's actually some showers and some toilets in town which are free to use, nice hot water, and there's a little laundry area by the toilets as well, and I think it was like $2 for a load of washing, and then like $3 for the tumble. So we went and got all the laundry done, and we also went to an old copper mine. There was an old site for an old smelter up there, so I went and checked that out. That was pretty cool. It's about 2 o'clock now, so we just thought we'd come back here, chill out. We found a PowerPoint over in the shelter just behind us, so I just got the laptop charging up, probably do a bit more editing and just have a relaxing sort of afternoon really. We'll get a fire going later on. It's pretty warm at the moment, probably about 22, 23, but by about 4 o'clock it cools off a bit, so yeah, we'll get the fire going and see if we can cook something on the fire tonight, I reckon.